Hello guys and welcome to the video. So today we're taking a look at Midnight Gala Lilias. I wanted to make this video, one, just because I wanted to make a review video. I mean, I spent the time building her, okay? The very least I could do is make a video on her. So I wanted to do that, but not only that, but I also wanted to do it because she's actually not too well liked at the moment by a lot of people. Not by everyone, but by a lot of people. Reason being is because of her skill 3. I mean, her art looks amazing. Even her animations look amazing. It's just how her skill 3 functions that people, which is what's causing a lot of complaints, right? And I think that's important. It's important that I make this video because I understand a lot of people can't read, right? It's a hard thing. I mean, it literally is one of the hardest things in the world. So what we're going to do is, in this video, I'm going to read for you guys, because while my reading skills are terrible, I can read just well enough, right? So we'll go through her skills. I'll show you my equipment. I'll show you everyone else's equipment that I've so far I've seen. And yeah, we'll just have fun with her. So Midnight Gala Lilias is an earth unit, and her first skill goes as such. Go Kyla. Attacks the enemy with Kyla and recovers health. Amount recovered increases proportional to the caster's attack. A successful attack always results in a critical hit. This is going to be the same with her third skill. And her first skill and her third skill, again, always result in critical hits. So you do not need to build her on any crit rate. Always go critical damage, attack percent, flat attack as well in the subs, and then speed. Right? She needs tons of speed, tons of attack, tons of crit damage. That's all she needs. But second skill, or passive, is Elaborate Scheme, and it states this. At the start of battle and at the end of the turn, grants damage limit to the caster for 1 turn. Obviously, you're able to strip this off. After attacking on the caster's turn, when the target's health is 50% or less, activates Now or Never. So as long as the enemy's health becomes 50% by the time she's done attacking, she triggers Now or Never. Now or Never can only be activated once every 3 turns. Now or Never increases the attack of all allies for 2 turns by 50% before increasing the combat readiness by 15%. So damage limit, by the way, states that damage suffered in one attack does not exceed 35% of max health. So you don't even really need to worry about health or defense, because damage can't really exceed 35% of her max HP anyways, and she's able to recover a lot. I actually had an idea for this passive in her first skill that I want to talk about in a second, which you guys might find interesting. Okay. Her third skill, which is the one people are complaining about, is called Take the Lead. Increase the attack of the caster for 2 turns before attacking the enemy in their blind spot, and increasing combat readiness of the caster by 35%. When the target's max health is greater than the caster's max health, penetrates the target's defense, with penetration rate increasing proportional to the difference up to a maximum of 100%. A successful attack always results in a critical hit, and this can go from every 4 turns to every 3 turns when fully skilled up. So I want you guys to listen to this. The penetration difference is proportional to the difference. So, Max Gala Lilias, we're just going to hurry up and take a look at mine. She has 15k health. We're going to take a look at one of my tanks. We're going to take a look at Brieg. Brieg actually has like 30k health, which is literally almost double. I can't believe he actually has that much more health. So, against Brieg, she might be able to do some damage. We're not here for you, Free Spirit. But, she does damage based off of the difference in health. So if the enemy has double her health, of course she's going to deal tons of damage. But if the enemy doesn't have that much more health than you, then obviously she's not going to do any damage. So what a lot of people are probably doing, I'm gonna assume this, is that they're actually just attacking squishy units with their third skill. The enemy, the squishy, like a Free Spirit Terraria, doesn't have that much more health than her. So there's no penetration going on. It's just an attack. It's just a basic attack, pretty much, at this point. The whole point is you want to attack units with a massive HP pool so she penetrates their defense. And even then, you got to realize all this does is it ignores the target's defense. So even if she does ignore the target's defense, it's not like she's doing damage proportional to HP or anything. So it's not like she's going to nuke a tank. I mean, she could potentially if you build her correctly, but regardless, whatever. 3.8 points. We're going to look at a couple builds. Someone says nice. So you'll notice for their stats, they have tons of speed, tons of crit damage, tons of attack. That's kind of what you want. Now, this build is probably the correct build. I mean, other than maybe the artifact. Whatever. The artifact, whatever. I use her artifact, of course. I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to use her artifact on her. But, speed set, obviously you want tons of speed. You want her to go first, so she's activating now or never for the entire team, especially if you're using her in arena. You want her to go before your entire team. She's putting an attack buff. And then the other equipment is Torrent. It decreases her health, which is good, and then increases the damage she deals by 10%. So this is good. They've went speed, attack percent, and critical damage percent. That's kind of what you want to go. Again, speed, attack percent, flat attack, and crit damage in the subs. At least that's what I believe. Someone wants her to step on her PP, or on your PP. He built crit rate, which you do not need crit rate, but it works. He has tons of crit damage, tons of speed, tons of attack, as long as he has it, but he does not need a crit rate set. So this is ridiculous. But he's really been summoning for the artifact, which is cool. So I'm assuming when this is fully upgraded, this is going to be like 50% effect resistance, and then maybe 20% increased damage dealt. Whatever. I want to see the here it is. So I want to talk about 2 to 3 different comments that I've seen while going through here. Jubin, I want to talk about. Seeing a lot of losers complaining about her skill 3 that doesn't deal a lot of damage. You have to use it on heroes with a lot of HP. Yep. And it says goodbye units with anti-crit. 30,200 damage on full penetration. That's really good, yeah. And then we see Delia? I'm gonna assume it's Delia. This skill 3 effing sucks. They need well over 25k HP for full damage and does no damage to mid HP units. It doesn't even kill tanks. Holy crap. Like, you realize he just described the issue here, right? He just described how the skill works and his complaint. They need well over 25k HP for full damage. Well, of course. They need to have an HP difference of a really good amount for her to do full pen. It says it in her skill. And she does no damage to mid HP units. Well, of course, because mid HP units have mid HP. They have barely higher HP. So, of course, her skill does barely any damage. So, it doesn't even kill tanks. I mean, yeah, obviously, it's not going to really kill tanks. She's not that crazy, right? But here's my build. Of course, it's not too crazy, but it's okay. There you go. Also managed to pull a copy of her. So, I think, did I pull a copy of her? I might have. Apparently, I must have. But let's go to the arena, and we'll do a couple fights. Here we are. First battle. So, of course, she's fast. I didn't think this through. Whatever, we will attack this bottom unit. Of course, I don't expect her to kill. But if she does, that'd be cool. So, that, I want to state something. I think it was pretty freaking good that she goes first, because notice, now the rest of my units have an attack buff. So we'll just do this. Though I don't think the enemy... Does the enemy not have equipment on them? Or am I just tripping? I'm tripping. What is happening? I've noticed this has been happening all day. Look at this. My attacks are somehow going to attack everybody. What is happening? What is... Huh? Okay. And then, I hope she attacks Lilias. She doesn't. Of course she attacks Brieg. So let's watch what her skill 1 does in terms of damage. She did okay damage. Then again, Tenebrae does gain stats off of dead allies and enemies. So we could do one more. I want to attack this bottom one because it has tons of tanks in it. So we'll use her against Brieg. We're going to use her against Brieg. Brieg is obviously supposed to be built on tons of HP. So let's see. We should at least get 50% pen or something. 19k. Holy crap, when you use it on a tank, it literally almost kills the tank. And people are pissed that it doesn't one-shot a tank, but you forget that the purpose of a tank is to be tanky, is to take hits. So when they don't one-shot a tank, they're just pissed. It's just, it's crazy. We'll aim for you. I know we could have went for Brieg, but I want to get you out of the way. And then Destina. I know, I should be really aiming for Brieg, but... And we killed you. And then she kills. Boom, 10k, skill 1. So, use her on tanks with that skill 3. Otherwise, don't complain when you attack like Mercedes or Tenebrae with her skill 3 and it does 8,000 damage, because it's not penetrating any defense. It's just a basic attack at that point. You get what I'm trying to say? Well, we will use her in a scenario where she will get 100% pen off, which let's go. Okay, so we're here in Banshee 13. I have random units on this team, so don't get pissed at me. I haven't even built my Banshee 13 team yet. I'm still building my Golem team, which I might actually just skip straight to Banshee, because Banshee has destruction sets, I believe. So I want to show something real quick. This is probably what people are saying. They're going to use their skill 3. They're hoping to nuke a squishy, and this is what's going to happen. 4k, right? Again, the unit doesn't have a high HP difference. So while it might have tons of tons of defense, you're not penetrating any of that defense, because the enemy doesn't have high HP, right? It's not any greater than yours. So I can't stress that enough, because it's like, how are you going to complain that it's not doing any damage, but you're not following the rules of its skill 3? You know what I mean? So we have Mui here, which I'm going to do a video on Mui literally in a couple minutes. But we have Mui here to help deal increased damage. I want Mui to land her first skill, which does target. We did do this. We're going to see how her skill 3 deals against the Banshee. $36,000. She literally did almost half of the boss's health. Of course, the boss healed, and we're going to get to see Mui do some stuff. But, yeah. So I think she's good in PvE. She's good in PvE, that or against super tanky arena defenses. That's kind of like where you're going to probably use Lilias, right? I mean, again, haven't been playing this game super long, so I can't really give you guys super good information, because my information is limited. But I just think, like, I don't know if what I'm thinking is common sense or I'm just thinking stupid, but I'd imagine that that's kind of what you'd want to do, is aim to attack defenses with super tanky units with a Lilias. I don't really need to put the attack buff. I'm going to do it anyways. She doesn't gain another turn. Okay. Or use her in places like Banshee, where she will do tons of damage. She's able to get tons of damage off, though. Let's see it again. So she did 36,000 last time. 33,000. Don't do it again. Okay. I was hoping she wasn't going to do that crap again. And she heals herself. That's the cool thing. Is she heals herself. She does the damage limit crap, but she doesn't do it right now because she can't buff herself. We can't buff, so it doesn't matter. We need, like, unhealable on her, don't we? Just poison. That was my... Dude, I have a problem with putting my drink in stable places, okay? It just falls over every time. Thankfully, I have a bottle. There we go. She cleared Banshee. I mean, I manualed it, but still. There we go. I don't know. What do you guys think about her? I think she's actually a really good unit. I don't think she deserves a 3.8 rating. I don't think she deserves a 5.0 rating or even a 4.8, but not 3.8. I mean, maybe like a 4.2 I think is a proper rating. She's actually good when you use her against tanks. She's an anti-tank unit is what I'm looking at, right? But that's just me. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think she's awesome. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Did I build her wrong? Am I thinking about her all wrong? Again, tell me down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.